See this beautiful row of purple sweet potatoes? Well, the rabbits and the deer were bothering them. So I sprayed 1 egg mixed up in water with a spray of cologne and sprayed the leaves with that. And it seemed to actually help the leaves. They thickened up and the bugs left them alone. But the rabbits started coming back after a light rain. And I don't want to have to keep putting an egg on the long row with my sprayer. It's too hard. So I went and got my electric fence, which was extremely easy to set up. I just put 1 post at the very end of each, and this row is, oh man, 130 feet long. So I used 4 posts, and it worked. They just don't like to be shocked. Nothing does. And they stay away from it. Now they're welcome to come all through the garden if they want to, because they don't eat anything else. They don't eat anything like malanga or tomatoes or watermelons, but they love sweet potatoes. They just love them. Look at the pretty flowers. So in the daytime when I'm around working, it's a solar charger, so I just turn it off. I'm sure I can do this without getting myself zapped. Okay. Now this is the coolest thing. The ground rod is a T-shaped thing, and you can just pull it right out with your hands and put it in really good in soft ground, or you can just pound it in with a hammer, but it's very easy to pull up and put back in. It's only 3 feet long. Works really good. And there's a red clamp for the fence, which you don't want to touch any vegetation whatsoever, or any metal or any wood, just the plastic. Just attach the wire to the plastic. Don't let it touch the ground or touch any vegetation whatsoever, and then attach it to the red part, which is positive. So that goes to the fence. And this green part, that clamps to the ground rod. And the clamps are very easy. You just take them off and put them back on. And the reason that I have this is because I put it around my beehives so animals leave the beehives alone in the summertime. And this has worked because I know it works. When they get shocked, they don't even want to come near here anymore because it scares them so bad. They don't understand what happened to them. And they don't know if there's even more of this around, so they just jump away and they go. I'm sure if the animals were starving because somebody was, starving them to death, but my land has so much for them to eat. I mean, they can go and eat all kinds of things. I've got so much shrubbery and so many things to eat, so they don't need to be running off and coming over here and eating my sweet potato plants. But everybody loves sweet potato shoots, so you can't blame them. But they've had their little snacks for about a month or two, and it's time to let them grow, so I want some roots. I'm going to put this fence here and have a nice crop. So just wanted you to see that. I turn it off the day, let it charge. When I'm around, then I turn it back on. So simple. And there's 2 modes. There's wildlife mode, where it clicks pretty fast. And then there's livestock mode. Clicks much slower. And that's what that's about, is that the fast mode is for animals that have never seen the fence before, so that they quickly get a zap and run off. And then once they've felt the fence, such as domestic livestock, then you can slow it down so it just barely beats. And it won't electrocute anything because it pulses. The reason you get electrocuted is you hang on and just keeps getting shocked. But it just gives you a 1-second zap, and then you have time to let go and get the heck out of there. It doesn't zap for another few seconds. So that's the fence. Works good.